Ulysses S. Grant's life is an interesting story for a really well known American figure. I say well known, I should say people know his name. They know that he was a general, most likely, and they know that he was a president, most likely. But they don't really know that much about him, which is a tragedy in itself because I think he should be well known, as he is a great American hero. But that's not the issue. The issue is when people do know about him in the more modern time, they get a very flawed view given to them from a from many years of Southerners and other people, not just Southerners, trying to destroy his image with the Lost Cause myth and the idea that Grant somehow had no tactical prowess. All he did was throw his men at the enemy and he slaughtered many thousands of men on the battlefield without any idea of tactics and using strategy, which is so false. If you were to look at the history of his battles and the history of his campaigns before and during the the campaigns to end the Civil War, you would find that he was a very good tactical general. Not the greatest tactical general, because his greatness in command lied in the strategic level, but he was still very competent. And he also understood how he needed to win the war, which was through the brute strength that the North had over the South, especially at the end, because the North could easily replace their men, the South could not, and he knew that, and he used that to his advantage. But people like to think that just because he understood his advantages, he didn't use tactics, he didn't try and think outside the box, which is just false. And it's this idea that is gladly going away. It's not nearly as prevalent now because people are starting to relook at his life uh, and his presidency too, which I will make another video talking about that. They they are finally seeing the Grant that everybody should see. The man who was flawed in character, flawed as a general, not perfect, but really, really good as a person and really, really good as a general. And my personal opinion, he is the greatest general in American history.